is still family. Hi.
There we go. Simone, well, a little background. Tell us a little bit, like
Your history,
your history
fitness
with
history.
fitness, maybe prior trainers. How long have you been?
Oh. Okay, so pretty much my weight loss journey has been a yearly thing. Um, every year I'm trying to lose weight. I'm a yo-yo dieter. Well, I was a yo-yo dieter, and I just ate a lot of fast food. I ate very poorly. And also I gained, like, my weight will always fluctuate every year. Sometimes I'll be smaller, sometimes I'll be bigger. So it's just been an ongoing battle for me in weight loss, trying to create like a healthy habit and things of that nature.
What was it like working with your previous
Or your prior,
prior
experience with
experience with
fitness?
fitness?
Oh my goodness. Experiences with trainers, it never felt personal to me. It always felt like I was doing the same routine that wasn't tailored to my fitness level, and also like my schedule with work and school at those times. It just never felt like my trainers were like a friend. They were more to me like just money hungry or one size fit all program. It wasn't on the level that I felt like I didn't feel like they cared, honestly. They made me do crash diets, liquid diets, vegan diets, intermittent fasting, but not in the 16 8 hour period. It'll be more like go a whole day without eating, just very crazy things that is not healthy and not attainable to do long periods of time. So it was just crazy.
Yeah. And you said some of the trainers were prescribing some other stuff just to like quick fat loss stuff.
Exactly. Just crash courses, basically.
Yeah, and what was your experience with all of that? How did you feel afterwards, dealing with what you had gone through, and then kind of being back on your own after that trainer? How did you?
I just felt defeated half of the time. I felt like they didn't care about me. I was just like another number in their book, basically, of clients. And I don't know, I just felt like no one truly cared about my weight, my overall health. It was just all like, okay, in a month or 3 months, you're gonna lose this amount of weight, guaranteed. It wasn't like if you don't like it, get your refund. It was like, no, once we take your money, that's it. Whether you show up or not, we don't care. We're not gonna call you. We're not gonna check up on you. It's up to you. And I got my money, so I'm good. It's just, I don't know, felt more like a business than an actual trainer in relationship type of thing.
Yeah, it seems like they were just kind of giving you, whatever tools they deemed, and then leaving you kind of on your own. Um,
Basically, I would sometimes train and be by myself. Like they'll be on their phones, either on Instagram to like, they'll make a video to make it seem like I'm working out and they're really like
but
there for me. But no, it was all about the views. It was all about, the publicity, like, or texting or calling the next clients, like, oh, I'm almost finished with Samone. Like, you could come in like the next 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm like, I'm not even finished doing my workout. Or I just felt ignored sometimes. I was like, oh, do this for 30 seconds. And then I look around, I'm like, this person not even looking at me, so I can cheat. I didn't give it my all because I'm like, they're not even watching. So if they don't care, I guess I shouldn't care either. But then I get offended because I'm like, I paid you to help me. So I just felt like they dropped the ball and left me to do it myself, basically.
No, it makes perfect sense. And I think that's what happens in gyms, and it's not enough. Some people just I know at certain major gyms, you know, you have master trainers who are just lined up back to back to back to back, and I mean,
Mhm. Exactly.
what's been your experience with us? I know we reflected on your past experience with fitness, and you know, people who have attempted to help you out in the past. What's it been like with Iron Sharpens Iron?
The difference with iron sharpens iron, it was more like research based. Macau would come and do her lives, and and we also talk very like sidebar all the time. Like if you want a friend, like a big sister or something like that, she was on point. Like she knew about hormones for women, different disparities that different minorities go through, diabetes, thyroid issues, any problem that I had medically wise. I was on crutches for like a month. And it was just so tailor made to me to be able to still work out, still be on my nutrition plan. And it's not like it wasn't a big problem for me. It was so different. I felt like they actually cared. Like you guys cared about me throughout the whole entire time. And I never had a trainer, I never had a fitness program to actually check on me daily, even if it's just to say good morning, let's get to it, no excuses. Like I never experienced anything like that before in my entire life.
Awesome. Well,
What were the check-ins like for you? Did you like the check-ins on Saturdays?
Yes, the check-ins were good because it gave me a chance to, meet other participants in this program and hear, their testimonies and what works for them. And we encourage each other and pray for one another, whether it's job related, school related, just personal. That really made a difference, honestly. That helped to stay motivated and just it just felt like a family, honestly.
that's all. I mean, that's exactly what we strive for. I mean, we call us, ISI Fit Fam for a reason.
Right.
I guess my biggest question is for you, takeaways. What were some of your biggest takeaways, since being with us?
The number one takeaway for me was the spirituality of fitness. I never knew it was that correlated with one another, because you get trainers from gyms, maybe they go to church, maybe they don't, it's just they're there to make their money and I guess get you fast results. But sometimes it's deeper than that. And with this program, I really understood and had that devotionals, the the videos on Facebook to really help me pursue weight loss from a whole nother perspective, the Christian perspective as well. So that was eye opening for me and just something I never correlated before. So that was like the number one takeaway. And then the second was just having a support system. Honestly, that's the biggest thing. I never really had that. It was just me and the trainer, or just me by myself. And it's like, you have your family like, oh, you're working out. We'll join you. Or, nah, you don't need to lose weight. Or, it's just no support, really. But with this program, support on every day of the week, like Monday through Sunday, even if it's just a word of inspiration or, hey, click on this live video to get some inspiration. Or you see other members losing weight and you're like, I want to do that too. And they're like, yeah, you can do it. It's just motivation all around. Everyone is trying to reach a goal, even if it's an individual goal, but it comes together in some way. And it's just amazing. I never had this support before.
Uh,
I know you and I worked a lot with discipleship, And
Yes.
I've seen you grown in your relationship with the Lord, and we were going through that book. And I want to encourage you, Simone, that you are an inspiration to others around you as you continue to pursue Christ. So one thing that I have seen, not just the physical, but the spiritual. So we're grateful that
Yeah.
you are open to being more of the woman of God that you are called to be.
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, go ahead.
And I said definitely, you know, this program just opened up that side that, and also exposed some things that I needed to work on. And it's just like, this is so amazing. I feel like my whole, not only body, but mind was renewed through this program.
That's powerful right
Yeah,
there.
because as we both know, fitness, it's a lot of people want to lose weight and think it's just an external thing, but there's a
Yeah.
lot of internal factors that need to be, dealt with, surrendered to the Lord and worked on.
Mhm.
And so it's a good thing that you and I, we were going through this process, and we've had those difficult
Yes.
but
Yes.
they were necessary throughout the process.
Yes. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm very grateful for that too.
and I want to touch base on, you mentioned, when you, during the program, you actually got injured, you were on crutches for about a month, and then you were able to still lose weight, even though you weren't even able to
Yeah.
work. You want to touch
Yes.
on that?
Yes, I can talk about it. So my ankle was like severely sprained. I had crutches for like a month, and I couldn't, you know, do cardio, and only thing I was able to do really was like ab workouts. But even then I was still, nervous about it. But I really zoned in with the nutrition aspect of this program with Macau, like with my nutrition plan. I stuck to it, and I was able to lose weight, and I was so happy and relieved because when I got injured, I was like, oh, well, there goes everything physically, but it became more spiritually and mentally. Like, you can still lose weight just because you're injured. It doesn't have to stop. I didn't feel defeated. It actually motivated me even more to zone in on my nutrition, and it worked. It really did. It worked. And of course, Macau and Chris was like, okay, we're still praying for you and your healing. And also, there's two other participants, Candace and Steven. They prayed for me for my healing. And honestly, after a month, I was off those crutches, like working out again on Zoom. And I was like, just thank you to everyone and also to God, because that my prior self couldn't do that. I would have just been like, well, I'm hurt, I'm done, like let me just eat snacks and crap all day. And no, it just, no, this program was like, no, you can do this, and I did.
True. I mean, and you did great. You were still losing like a pound and a half, 2 pounds a week, even injured.
Yes, even injured, and I was just amazed.
And that was all due to diet. I mean, we gave you the tools to use, but you put them into effect, and then really saw the benefits. So that just speaks to what happens when you just overcome the eating portion. Because exercise, that's only maybe 30 minutes to an hour out of your day. It's not
Yeah, sure.
hard. It's not a huge mental drain, but you gotta eat.
Yes.
Dude, you can't do exercise. Our tendency is like, well, got nothing else to do, so let's eat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. So
that's a
let's
great.
just eat. Let's snack. And I was very conscious of that. I'm like, okay, you're on crutches, you're sedentary, you're not really moving. So your nutrition has to be on point. And it was like that meal prepping, that's the key. Your meal prepping, the portion control, what you put into your body. Like, your body is a machine, and if you put good things in it, it'll respond, and your focus will be sharper, your mental will be even better, and your body will lose weight. But if you put bad things, then you gain weight, you're sluggish, you're sleeping all the time, fatigued. It's just like, ugh. So it's true. The eating is the most important. Workout too, but eating mainly.
Absolutely. And you're bringing up a point where I think a lot of people should see, because a lot of people approach us and, even if they're overweight, they get discouraged. They're like, well, I'm too big to exercise. It's just too hard. Um, but even starting with just properly, maintaining how you eat, when you eat, how much you eat,
Exactly.
an example that you can lose weight. And,
Hmm.
exercise helps, but it's not the only way to do it. So
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
There was modified workouts for you during that time while you were on your crutches. So, and I remember one time, I think you and Chris were doing a Zoom session together, and he told you that he had made things modified to you, and that made you feel good. That we were concerned about you. That we didn't just, like write things, make things, and force you. You were like, because I know someone else would have forced me to jump with a broken ankle.
Yes.
But
Yes. Keep me on crutches for a whole year. Like with Chris, it wasn't like that. He's like, this injury, let's take it serious. She can't jump, so what ways can we modify it for me so I can still work out and have fun and, get a great burn? And it's just he took his time and really like modified it. And if I got, you get tired sometimes, you're like, Chris, let's switch it up. And he did, and he put different exercises for the 4 days out the week that I had. It was just good. I never got bored. I never got tired of it. It was something different, something challenging, but not over exhausting me. And then he will always ask me at the end, how do you feel? How's your ankle? Do you want me to change anything? And I'm like, you know what? Today my ankle did feel a little, throbbing. Can we change and switch it? The next day he'll switch it and send it to me. And it just made me feel like, okay, he actually cares about this injury and he cares about my healing process. And it worked. I still was able to, work out, and my ankle had no problems. The most comfortable workouts I did, injured. It just felt good, honestly. No problems. My ankle didn't hurt at all. So it was great.
talk about how busy your schedule was or is.
Oh my goodness. It was super busy. I did, a lot of overtime sometimes during the week. So I'm just like, okay, how can I still work out with this busy schedule that I have? And I was in, still am in school, but it was online. So it's just like, okay, I got school, I'm working full time. How can I still work out and stay motivated to work out? And of course, the Is Fit family be like, hey, um, put this workout in. You can do it. I know you're tired, but take your time. It's like, okay. So I'm like, let's see. In the mornings, my schedule is better. So let me do my workout before I go to work. I have to wake up, extra early, but let me go to bed early so I can wake up. Or when the days I knew I was doing overtime, I would switch the workout in my trainer eyes to another day where I knew my schedule was open. So it allowed me to make changes and I didn't have to just stick to the same routine. Like I knew Mondays and Wednesdays were my bad days. So Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturday and Sunday was free. So let me work out on those days. So I just switched it up on the schedule to my convenience. It wasn't like with other trainers, it's like 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, you have to be here. Like it wasn't like that with Damascus. If I couldn't do it Monday and Wednesday, I'm going to switch it to Tuesday and Thursday. And it wasn't a problem. There was no penalty for me switching my schedule like another trainer at a gym would do, honestly. So that's how I was able to do that.
Um, and then you worked out with, some of like Candace and Steve early in the morning.
Yes.
You enjoy working out in the group setting, even though it was virtual.
Yeah.
Yes, that really helped, and it keeps you motivated too and accountable, because if I'm doing it in here by myself, I may take more breaks than usual, or I may cheat. You never know. But virtual, it's like you see everyone giving their 100%. It motivates you to do the same thing, and you have people watching like, "Come on, you can do it. One more set." Like that helps. You need that sometime to push you.
Absolutely, and I think that's a great thing to bring up and to share, because we are in a COVID time where gyms
Yeah.
in California just closed down again.
Again, yes, I just seen that.
We're
So
talking bikes and stuff, and having some sort of outlet or community for fitness and being able to communicate with others without even having the risk of COVID and stuff. I mean, that's going to be huge.
yes, that's huge. It's safe, it's effective, and it just works because it goes with your schedule. It's on an app or you're on Zoom. It's better a little bit. And if you want to switch it up, you can go outside too and do it, but it's safe. You don't have the risk of getting COVID or being in a crowded gym. I don't have to wear my mask because that's hard to do when you're working out and breathing hard. So it just works.
Yeah. And I think one of the biggest things that Samone said, it became a family. So when you just community, and even just as the body of Christ is global, and when you're virtual, it's kind of like you're applying that, you're actually building that family, and it becomes more than just down the street. But now it's like other people across the state, across the country,
Mm-hmm.
Now that it's like, hey, you know what? We built a relationship and we were in this journey together, and it was fun. And it wasn't something like, you do go to a gym, but you see them once a day, but once or twice a week, but do you really build that connection? Whereas the virtuals and then the community that you've had with, the encouragement, it was more personal. You really, so that's awesome, Samone.
Yes. So my question is, what would you tell somebody else who's watching right now? Maybe Samone before she joined the program. What would you tell her?
What would you tell
and
Samone?
encourage her.
Let's see. I would tell her that this battle is not yours, it's the Lord's, because this being healthy, having a healthy lifestyle is more than just physical. It's not an outer body experience. It's an inner body experience. You have to do the inner work so it can project on the outside. And for the longest, the old Samone never correlated the two. It was just like, you have to lose weight, you have to look a certain way because society says this is good. And it's like, you know what, when you come to the Lord and you actually read his word, it's like you were made in his image, and you don't have to care what society says, because what does God say? And your body is a temple, you have to take care of it. So if you don't take care of it, it's like, you can pray all you want to. It's like you have to do the work. You can have faith. Hey, I'm going to be down 30 pounds. You can do it, Samone. It's like, no, it's not about you. It's a bigger purpose. You can have faith all you want, but faith without works is dead. So, ask for the Lord's help to help you lose weight. He knows your struggles. He knows your battles. And it's like, just pray to him about it and he'll help you. So it's just more than this physical journey. It's everything. It's mental and spiritual. So, and now my old self feels renewed and restored to this new self that I can't do none of this without God. God first, and second, family, because I needed the Damascus Steel family to help me get through this transition in my life. So I give it a 10 out of 10.
Man,
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
preaching.
Yes, 10 out of 10.
Awesome. Do you have any words of encouragement for those people on the fence who haven't hopped in?
Yes. Just do it. You won't regret it. Even if, even if you don't reach your overall goal, because you got to be realistic. That's one thing I'm learning. I have to be more realistic, make a small goal to reach in order to reach my bigger goal. And it's just like the things you get, the skills you learn, you can apply that to your life. Like it's not just only fitness, it's everything, like your personal life, job life, your finances. Because if you're, disciplined in one area, it will overflow to other areas of your life. So it's just, you just got to do the program. Okay. You got to join the program to see what I'm talking about. Because I can tell you all I want, but until you experience it for yourself, that's why I'm smiling so much. Like, this program really helped me in other areas of my life, not just only my physical. So just have to join it, people, to see. So you can have a testimony like me. So yeah.
I love it.
Well, I really like Simone, and I really.
Yeah, you definitely flipped.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
Guys, when you join a program, you have to be coachable. This didn't happen.
Yes.
I guess the only other thing I would ask, or you could ask,
is there anything else that you want to add prior to, before we sign off?
Yeah, anything
I want to add? Let's see. I would say the program for the time that we're in is everything that you need. Like it will be a bonus if Chris and Mikal could literally like come to your house for dinner, or you buy them like a gift, because they're like the best people I ever met. Well, virtually met, but I talking to them every day, they're like, you guys became a part of my friend circle. And I never physically like met you in person, but it's like that's the only thing I wish, like they could be like down the street. It's just like, you know what, here's a gift basket. It's like, come to dinner. Like that's how close we became in like a short period of time. And it's just really a blessing, because a lot of things are happening. It's like a new world that we're living in, and to still feel that connection to people, it's a blessing. Like it really was to my life. So
and if ever you come up north to our area,
right. Exactly. Just knock on the door like, hey, you guys, I'm here.
Awesome. So. Well, I think that's all the questions that I had, and all the questions you had. Thank you so much for your time, Simone. I hope that this reaches somebody's ears and it makes a difference, and it, it inspires, encourages them to also make a life transformation.
Yes, I hope it does. You guys won't be like regret it, I promise.
All righty, guys. So that was Simone, one of our Iron Sharpens Iron Damascus Steel programs. Chris and Coach Mikal reminding you guys,
make moves,
not excuses. Thank you all.
Bye, everybody.